So what's the Grape Explorer talking about today? Oh, we're back to talking about some interesting wines today. And, on the heels of one of our videos that we did on orange wines from Slovenia. If you've seen it before, we tried to at least, tell people about the process of how to make orange wine. But this one is a very, very interesting one. It's from Spain. And we want to zoom in on the label here so we can kind of explain a little bit how to read a label like this, because it's very interesting label. So the name of the producer is called Parres del Val. Oh, my Spanish teacher would be proud of me, right? Parres del Val is the name of the producer, and this is from the area of Jumilla. And we can actually point that out on the map because we were just talking about this area, Útil Requena. We were talking about Manchuela, and we go below here and we call this area Jumilla. This is all Valencia right here. This is a hotbed of one of the biggest areas in Spain that I think is really emerging. Everybody really needs to pay attention. The grape here is called Macabeo, and look at the color of this wine. It's absolutely gorgeous. How they get this color is they macerate the grapes for a full week. So, what happens is the grape is actually this color. When you see the grapes, it almost takes on like this kind of golden orange kind of hue to the color. Sometimes you'll see the color of grapes and it'll be green, and of course you see red grapes and they're red. But there is a color in between. It's like almost like an amber kind of copper looking color. And so that's the color of the grape skin. So when you squeeze the grapes, obviously it makes white wine. But when you put the grape skins in contact, then you get this color here, which is what they call, orange wine today, which is getting more fashionable by the day. But this is very biologique kind of wine. This is vegan. Of course, if you're out there and you want to know, well, why is this vegan? Well, they don't use egg whites to fine the wines at all. So everything is done natural. They're trying to make this wine as natural as possible. But the whole idea about coming in contact with the skins is to give this wine a little more viscosity, to give this wine a little more flavor profile on the grape. So, but this is 100% Macabeo. And there are white wines that you can find out there that are Macabeo, so you try those wines and you say, oh, those are interesting wines. This kind of turns it up another notch, because what you're doing, you're getting that extended contact. And that's what gives this wine this, look at this. This is what they traditionally say is orange. That is as orange as you can get. And a lot of younger people out there are really interested in these wines. So that's why I wanted to spend a little time to try to say, okay, so we tried Slovenia. Now we got to try Spain, because Spain is doing a lot of orange wines. And especially in this region right here, you can see this orange region, which is kind of ironic on the map that the region is orange. But just wanted to spend some time with this because you get, a lot of different flavors of this wine. You get like guava, right off the nose. I've never had wine where I actually stuck my nose to smell the bouquet and say, oh, I smell guava. Well, when you have that extended contact with the skins, you're gonna, it's gonna be more aromatic. You're gonna get a lot of those flavors. You also get jasmine. You never get jasmine. I can't get jasmine off a Sauvignon Blanc. I don't get jasmine off a Chardonnay, but I do get it off of this grape because it's very, but so if you like those flavors, guava, jasmine, ginger, you get lime, all that kind of citrus tone, you get lime right off the nose. But, of course, I haven't even tasted the wine yet. So, I'm talking about the bouquet because, when you smell wine, you could come up with 1,000 different smells of different wines. And that's what sommeliers try to do. They try to at least, try to find out, what does this wine smell like? What does it give me that's different than this other wine? So let's taste the wine. Fascinating wine. Oh, you get a lot of that spice tone from the grape. You get a little bit of that mineral content too. So this is has got stone fruit. I can taste that kind of minerality expression, which gives it very bright acidity. It makes the wine, kind of interesting. I've had some orange wines before, that did not have this kind of character to it, but I think that this is an absolutely delicious wine. We are in the thongs of summer. Summertime is usually a time when you're drinking white wine. So if you want to go a little bit off the grain or off the grid, I usually would say, try an orange wine in the summer. You chill it down. You can have this with fish, with seafood. It makes a very good, kind of a wine of interest because you can tell your friends exactly what this is all about. Again, 1 week skin contact maceration to make it orange. You can do this with grilled sea bass or with smoked fish. If anybody's ever had smoked fish, it's really cool. And yes, you can point out on the map exactly where this area is. And this is an area that I've always found fascinating. This Jumilla area right here. And again, this is the Valencia area. but think about the maritime breezes that are coming here and to really create really Mediterranean style wines. Beautiful, beautiful grape. This wine you can have for under 20 bucks. That's not a lot of money. And it's interesting wine. Try it. You will not be disappointed when you try these kind of wines. And again, you really have to look. These are very, off the beaten path kind of wines today for, let's just say somebody like me who's been doing this for 40 years. I never saw a wine like this 30 or 40 years ago, but I'm an adventurous guy and I like to try different things. And I especially love to try wines from Spain because I think it's one of the most innovative areas in all the world. They're doing very, very unique things. Again, this is a Grape Explorer. We're always talking about great wine. Look at the color of this orange wine. It's so beautiful. Cheers.